EPS for trailing 12 months. The abbreviation TTM refers to trailing 12 months. That means the earnings company had in the previous 12 months. And when somebody tells you the PE of a company is a certain number, unless they designate it with something else, they're talking about trailing PE. Let's find TPE for, let's see, let's think about two companies that are somewhat related. Let's see, Eli Lilly and Pfizer. They're both pharmaceutical companies. Uh, Pfizer is famously one of the, I should call, distributors of COVID vaccines, because Pfizer didn't come up with it. They had a deal with BioNTech. Eli Lilly, among other products. I am actually taking one of their products. It's called Mounjaro. It's technically a diabetes drug, but man, it creates miracles for weight loss. I lost 30 pounds since July 1st. 20 more to go. That's my target. I'm gonna, let's see, let's do Lilly here. And I'm gonna do Pfizer here. Technically, we can calculate them, but if you have some websites already done it for you, as long as you have a good idea about their definition, you should always use it. Under financeyahoo.com, just hit statistics and look at the trailing PE. It actually says nothing, and that typically means, let me use a different company then. Let me see. Let's use Merck, the pharmaceutical. Okay. For Lilly, statistics, 113.12. I think Merck is the maker of, aren't they making uh, Ozempic, I think, which is functionally the same drug, 2141. Now, in valuation and in general stock trading, we use price multiples provided that the conditions for them to be useful are there to make comparisons. Let's say I know nothing, and the only thing I know about Eli Lilly and Merck are their PE ratios. And based on that, I want to make an investment decision. Am I going to buy Merck or Lilly? For that, I need to figure out what that PE ratio means. PE ratio can be interpreted as a so-called payback period, which means how long would it take you to recover your investment at the current price, current share price, provided uh, you can assume EPS is to remain constant ad infinitum, which is Latin for infinity and beyond. That's as current as I can get. Even that's maybe a dated reference. What does that refer to? Infinity and beyond. Come on. Buzz Lightyear, Toy Story. If you're old, you say ad infinitum. So if that is the case, and I told you nothing else, you're in a cave. The only information I gave you, P ratio for Merck is 2141, P ratio for Lilly is 113. You're saying if I invest into Merck now, it's going to take me 21 and a half years to recover my investment, which is not too bad. Uh, Alternatively, if I invest into Lilly, I'm going to have to wait 113 years. So I know this is a rhetorical question, but if that's the only thing you know, and I make you an offer you can't refuse and say you're going to choose one. Do you guys know what's making an offer you can't refuse mean? It's a reference dated 52 years old. It's from Godfather, the first one. It means I have a gun to your head. You either do what I say or else. So you're gonna pick one. Which one would you pick? Lilly or Merck? Merck. Why? Because you get your money much faster. So Merck is cheaper, uh, assuming that you provided you could assume that EPS is going to remain constant. Now there are two problems, minimum two problems with TPE. The first one is that it is a trailing measure. Investments are not friendships. If you have a friend who's been good to you, who's been always there for you, you can say, okay, I can assume this guy or gal is going to be there for me. But when it comes to stock, what they have done for you in the past doesn't mean anything. Why? They've already done it. It would be rude to go to your friend is, yeah, I know you've done a lot of things for me in the past, but what have you done for me lately? Okay. But you can do that to stocks. Trust me, they have no feelings. It's what you think they will do for you in the future that matters. So backward-looking measures are never good. Plus, earnings have kind of some cyclicality. Sometimes firms take charges. Okay, uh, these charges tend to be, non-cash. Many times they restructure or they realize that's one of the reasons Pfizer didn't have a trailing PE number. They probably had negative earnings the previous 12 months. When the earnings are negative, PE ratio does not mean anything. I mean, you can calculate it as a negative number, but is it going to take you negative numbers to recover your investment? Of course not. So you always need to look at the future. To cure that problem, we will define forward PE ratio. And if P is simple, price now divided by expected EPS for the next 12 months.